It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor, who's one of the best in the league.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, it certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. From the gun, it's Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
The Commanders about to send this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. Down the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Jonathan Taylor set to take over once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. No problem there on the extra point. And the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Young. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Commanders offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Daniels now on 1st down. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Panthers have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That one taken in right side by Legette. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives this crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. On the zone read, it's a give to Brooks. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Throwing is Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's up past the 35. Got a first down. Putting down at the 37.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. One quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Young fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw, Young. It's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On second down, Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
2nd and 7. Another try with Brooks. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 5. To throw is Young. And that is incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Seibert's kick is good. And the Panthers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still
far.
first down.
And it draws the flag. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. On first down is Young. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing on second down, Young. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here's Young. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. He's got his tight end, Sanders. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll come to the line now on second and 2. Out of the shotgun, Young. He runs, and he's into the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Seibert's extra point is true. Panthers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. Third and short, and it's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Daniels gonna throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. A tough spot here. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Young to throw, taking a shot downfield for Adams.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. The motion man is Sanders. Young going to give it to Brooks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. On the bootleg, it's Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. To throw is Young. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it right here with Brooks. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Throwing is Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screenplays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screenplay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Young. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he will have the Commanders' first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the ground, it's Taylor. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniel. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. It was 3rd and 16, and they got 17, and a new set of downs.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and put?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That is brought in, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. The motion man is Sanders. They'll try and run it with Brooks. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
The motion man is Sanders. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Now he'll run it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Young. Now here comes the screen to Rodriguez. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it's going to be a Commanders' 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. On the bootleg, it's Young. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Out of the shotgun, Young. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A carry now for Brooks. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. We'll go once more with Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On third down, here's Brooks. And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's 4th down. Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 39 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Daniels now going to look to throw.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. Couple of runs stopped behind the line. And now it's 3rd and 17. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.